gained strong faith, getting on my knees, praying every night before I go to bed. I had to believe in God. And while getting on my positive path, I started writing poems. I wrote so many, I named it Poems from Prison to Success. I wrote poems from prison to success while incarcerated. And it wasn't until after my accident, I realized there was a message in Poems from Prison to Success that could be shared with the youth to make a positive difference. And mistakes, we all make mistakes. My mistake was going to prison. I learned from my mistake. I learned that I should be on a positive path, that I should have been on a positive path. It's like this. This little area right here in this floor, imagine this little area was a fire. Now you can step in this fire and you have two choices. Either you stand in the fire and burn up, or you step out and you learn a lesson. A choice has to be made. That fire represents a negative path. Now, a choice has to be made whether you continue that negative path or you get out and step onto a positive path. I made a choice of committing a felony. And in the process of serving my time, I made a choice to get on a positive path. Because all the money in the world, fame, acceptance, whatever it may be, is not worth going to prison. In those 5 years, I missed my youngest daughter being born. I missed family vacations, family celebration, my grandmother's funeral. I mean, you miss out on so much, and it's priceless. You can't get it back. You only have one life. You only get one life.
Amen.
And a choice has to be made. For instance, every child, all the children that's in school, when they get out of school, when they graduate, whether they go on to college and better their education, whether they get a job, go to work, a choice has to be made. Whether they go to prison on a negative path, whether they're on a positive path and become successful, follow their success, their dream. A choice has to be made. And I would like all the kids to know that don't let anyone tell you that your dream can't become reality. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something in life if you know that's your goal and it's positive, and you'll get plenty support from family, from community to help you if you're on a positive path. The thing is, you just have to be on a positive path. Like, if God could take me off a negative path, I was on a negative path, got incarcerated 5 years in penitentiary, in trouble with the law, doing this and that. And through my faith, through having faith and through having belief, I trusted in God, and He took me off a negative path. Even though I was incarcerated, during my accident, I was in a coma for a month, in the hospital for 2 months. And like I stood up in church yesterday, I told him, I said, during my accident, I got knocked into a coma. God just knocked the hell right out of me. Put me in a coma for a week. But I didn't mind God knocking the hell out of me, because I got something positive out of the accident dealing with Poems from Prison to Success. And I would like to encourage all of the young generation, all of the older generation, just to support people that are on a positive path, especially people that have been incarcerated. I know we all have loved ones or know somebody that is incarcerated or have a son, a brother or sister, or just know somebody. Just support them and just know that prison is not the end. When you come home, you still can be successful.
Amen. Amen.
And I would just keep preaching. My wisdom and wise man always believe in himself. And I go every day thinking about my accident, but I have to move on, move forward too. I mean, God blesses me every day.
Amen.
All the time, so I can't focus on what happened in 2011 a lot. I can talk about it to you, to ones that haven't heard it before, but I can't focus on the past and just get trapped and stuck in the past. I mean, because God continues to bless me every day.
Amen.
So, my way of showing the generation Poems from Prison to Success is my way of showing them encourage that they can be successful and not let anyone tell them that their dream can't become reality. And if I can get off a positive path, off a negative path, the negative path I was on growing up, God could take anybody off a negative path. And I just thank God so much. And I continue, if he don't do anything for me anymore, the rest of my life, he already done enough for me to praise him the rest of my life.
Yes.
Amen.
I won't be a long time. I return the mic to her, but just continue to support the younger youth and teach them and show example that if they're on a positive path, you will support them. The community that they're in will support anyone that's on a positive path to make a positive difference. Which that's something I should have known when I was in my younger days. A positive path is pretty much all you need. A choice has to be made. Whether you're going to be on a positive path and do something successful, do something to help the younger generation, raise your kids, or whether you're going to be on a negative path, end in prison, whether you're going to go to church, you know, a choice has to be made for the younger generation and for the older generation as well.
Amen.
You know, I guess
Miss Mary.
I can return
Mary.
the microphone and just had to share a little bit with you all what God has done for me.
Amen.
Can't change me. I have faith. I believe. I encourage the younger generation to have faith and believe also.
Stand and give him another hand clap. Truly, I purchased the book that he wrote, and it's very enlightening. It has a lot of good poems in it, some encouraging poems, and I have really enjoyed the book myself personally. So he does have some for sale today, you know, if you're interested in them, and he will autograph if need be. So at this time, we're going to get ready to take up an offering. The choir is here. They ran into a storm, but we can understand that things do happen. And so we, immediately after the offering, we're going to let them come and have their way this afternoon. And Deacon Stokes is going to take up the offering for us. And while he's coming, I want to talk a little bit about Divine Fellowship Youth Mass Choir. All of them couldn't come today, but what I enjoyed about this choir is when I saw them on several different occasions was that the times that they were at a program,